Hello, how are you doing? Today we are going to talk about a book which I have started reading by Tommy Wonder, and the name of book is Book of Wonder, Volume 1. The book happens to be not just about the theories and describing the magic tricks like most of the books. It also delves upon the essential topics which needs to be discussed and the opinion of the writer, the great magician Tommy Wonder. The name of chapter was Getting the Miss Out of Misdirection. He says misdirection is a term used by magicians since a long time, and they keep using it that this what you have been seeing is misdirection. But he says misdirection word in itself is so much kind of separate from what it intends to be. It's far away from what it should be in reality. And if you go about the misdirection, the definition is like while you would like the audience to look away from your right hand, you say something, you look into your eyes. While this is true, he says that doesn't speak up the entire story. And he says it's like you have got a ship and there are holes in it, there are problems, because what you read from theory is from the perspective of the magician or writer as best as you can put it inside the words and is presenting to you. They might be the case, but what he has been doing, that tiny discerns are not there described in that book, which you have to think yourself. That's why it said that those books can only be the guide. So he explains these concepts of applying the misdirection blindly in the form of, say, magic tricks you receive in the form of a ship who has got lot many holes. And what when you are following it blindly and trying to put in some extra efforts by just putting those elements of misdirection, you are just patching the holes and it's kind of repair, and the product that comes out after that process is simply kind of makeshift arrangement of ship that can somehow float. This kind of system, though, will not fail, but it cannot be said to be very much successful. For that, he says you have to think inside out. You have to jump into that working, look for yourself, what are the things, whether some things should be changed in order to make it more effective, more natural, and there's no such sudden movements which raises the doubt of the audience. One of the major points was misdirection is not taking the attention away from something, rather it's taking or making something the attention towards something. So it's like it's not a negative sense. If I want to say, do not want the audience to look in my right hand what this hand is doing, I do not say, hey, look there. That is not misdirection. Misdirection is you act yourself, or you do something with your left hand, you say something, and you have got something to do which looks more interesting, more intriguing than this one. And this is not acting. You diffuse yourself so much into the act that you yourself feel it's important. And when you do so sincerely, audience can sense that and will fall in synchronization as per your act. There was an example, a simple line, just consider it. He says, I'm going to the village. Now this person lives in the city. I'm going to the village from the city. He says the emphasis is on the village where he is moving. He doesn't say that the city is getting empty. No, I'm not there in the city. See, there is a difference when you say now there's nothing in city, now moving to the village. Now the village is what is more important into the act, more important into your statement, because it has got something where things are happening at. Probably this is the place, this is the area of concern where people should get their attention to. So this is a positive change. So he says always work towards working towards something which is more interesting, rather than just distracting away the audience from where you do not want to look them. And it comes from practice. And he says, feel yourself. Like the topic of this article was getting a feel out of magic, out of your magic. It can only happen when you yourself are surprised. I've seen many a times magicians are doing wonders, but the expression in themselves doesn't utters a single moment of amazement. And trust me, I've found out from my experience that people can react in a certain way, and the starting point is you. From yourself, it can only start. So you should be the trigger, because it's not always possible to have someone in your audience who is clapping for you or probably inciting the laughter or the moment of wow. You should be the one who should show the reactions very much precisely, and that's what makes it important. And he says that apart from this misdirection, what is really important is you keep that interest high throughout that act, and you should make sure that they not lose the interest and rather start looking at the things which they do not intend to, they are not supposed to, that will ruin the entire effect. So there's a lot many things that you should be careful about when you talk about act, misdirection and magic. We'll keep learning so, and I'll be sharing more of the insights from the book Books of Wonder by Tommy Wonder. Do not forget to check out this book if you are interested in seriously the theory of magic, and the theory combined with standard practice can help you improve a lot. So, going towards in that direction, there you go. Bye. Take care.